What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mothupi. Welcome back onto my YouTube channel. So now on today's video, I've been getting a lot of questions from different types of members asking me, Lesiba, what is it that you had to do in order to be at the specific level that you're at? What are those things that you had to literally go through in order of you to be at this level? So I was like, you know what, since what I did is actually something that I had to learn and put it into some actionable steps, I was like, you know what, it means that someone else can also take some of these practical steps and apply it onto their lives. So today we actually we had a beautiful interview of my videographer just shooting me a few scenes, me and also the questions that are a bit more deep onto the specific topic. And I just want you guys to just watch this video up until the very end if you are one of those people that would like to get some information on how you also can get to be one of those limited few individuals that do get to be celebrated in the near future. So yes, just make sure that you also do like this video and subscribe onto this video, and if not, just check out my previous videos that I already did submit, and I believe that you'll find a lot of valuable information from them. So now let us get on to the purpose of today's video.
Who are you and what do you do?
I go by the name of Lesiba Mothupi, and I actually I'm 23 years old of age, and I don't know, I grew up in a very small place named Lephalale. That's where I grew up, but I was actually born in Limpopo, in Polokwane and all those places. But that's actually my who I am. Like, let's say, just to be a bit more brief about it, I believe that it's not meant for me to be into details with it. And what is it that I do? I'm a currency trader. I trade currencies, and also an index trader. I've been trading the currencies for over 4 years, close to 4 years now, 3 years and like 10 months. And now I've been trading the index markets for approaching 2 years basically, because I started trading it 2019 December. That's when I started focusing on it after back testing. And yeah, that's actually what I do on a daily basis. And I've got successful businesses that are running, such as most people would know Forex Jesus, which is like a professional institution that actually helps people out there in order to be able to get to a much more experienced level when it comes to trading indices and also currencies. So that's one of the things that I do on the public side of things. Also, I've got some successful businesses that I'm actually running on the on the back end of things, just so I can be able to just get back home with food, just so I can feed my family and stuff.
What is your view on going to school?
Okay, what is my view on going to school? One thing that I like is that I've always been taught to go to school. I was raised by teachers. My mom is like literally an educator. My mom is a teacher. She teaches at a primary school. And my dad is also an educator, but he's like in the military base, so he's like teaching people on how to do military things and stuff. So I've always been taught with the education mindset, the system mindset and stuff. And I came from that. I went to college very successfully. I went to primary school successfully, high school successfully, and things started to change when I got into college, because at then I started having mindsets of ever since I was young, I wanted to work on my own terms. I wanted to be one of those limited few people that were able to become entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs are like people that are not that actually hard to find. Yes, there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that you see in the streets you don't value, but the ones that are like literally successful and stuff, and that started off like from scratch, were like limited few. So I wanted us to focus a bit more on that. Like, one of the things that led me to getting into the entrepreneurship world was that I noticed that at school they taught me on how to do things on the theory side of things, and I wanted to solve problems. Anything I want to solve problems. I want to know how this chair was made, and I want to learn how to sell this chair, and I want to learn on how to make it better. I want to solve problems. So that's that's who I am. But when it comes to school, I don't have any negative views on school. It depends on what type of a person you are and what you want your successful future to be like. Let's say now, for instance, I had dreams of becoming a civil engineer. So for me to become a civil engineer, the best thing that I could have done is obviously get good grades, and then I could go to varsity, study civil engineer, and then I could eventually become a civil engineer, and then I would branch out, maybe build businesses off of that with my qualifications and stuff. But because of me not being able to get good grades at the time, I was already studying with my hustle, so I was pushing things, I was selling stuff, so I didn't have time to study and focus on school. That's one thing that led me to focus on the entrepreneurship world. So I think overall, my views on school is, as long as it's within your goals. Remember, you should have an outcome desired goal. If you've got a goal and school is something that's going to help you get to those goals, go kill those grades, get better marks. But if it's not something that's within your path, why is it that you should be on? Why is it that you should do, I don't know, like that's why is it that you should do biology if you are gonna be I don't know, like what, something that's not even gonna be like that you're gonna be, let's say, an architect. Why are you doing biology? All those things, some things don't add up. So but yeah, that's my whole perspective when it comes to school.
What were some of your personal goals when you left school?
Okay, what were some of my personal goals when I left school? Okay, so like, to be honest, I'm one of those limited few individuals that even now I don't suggest someone out there can go and do, but I'm one of those few individuals that when I left school, I didn't have like a specific plan or like a solid structure of how things are going to be after school. I just had faith and I had believed that this is actually how I want things to be, and I just followed my heart. I followed my purpose, and it led me to beautiful situations. But to be honest, like the personal goals that I had is like some of it, like it actually came from rough or tough beginnings, because I've seen myself, me and my mom and my sister and my younger brother, I've seen us live in a garage for over a year, and that actually did touch me, because like I was like, what, I'm the man in this, I'm the man right here in this situation now, and my family is literally going through this. So why are they sleeping in a garage when I'm here? Why can't I do something about it? Why am I young to make money? Why am I so all those things brought up questions to me, and I started asking myself, now, am I young to make money, or can I make money? And I started asking myself, can I get my family out of this situation? Can I help? Can I do? So I started having all these thoughts, and those thoughts led me to just me being curious. And then I think those turned into goals, because now, I've had goals of, moving my mom into, better, beautiful situations, like let's say beautiful house. And, I've seen my mom drive the same car for over 10 years. Unfortunately, when I was at last year, I was able, to give her one of, my brand new cars, because I've got, my first car was a brand new car. So like I was fortunate to give her that, and she was excited to drive, like, also a brand new car. And I was there's situations, my mom has been in debts for over like years and stuff. So I'm just being able to help her out with some of those debts and stuff, it really did play a part into me. So those are some of those personal goals that I wanted to take care of, just so my family, I know that families go through tough times, but I wanted them to go through tough times, yes, not financial tough times. Like at least it could be the fact that this one is talking to this one this manner, but not financial. So I think those are some of my personal reasons of me just working and moving forward. And at the same time, I had already received news when I started focusing on my hustle that I've got a beautiful baby girl that's coming on this beautiful planet of ours. So at that time I didn't have even one rent that was coming to me each and every month. So I knew that my daughter one day has to live the life that she wanted to live without any limits and stuff. So I was like, what, no matter how hard it takes, no matter what I do, at the end of the day I have to make sure that it's my choice that my daughter either sleeps in a shack or my daughter sleeps in like what, a huge beautiful house. It's my choice whether I take my daughter to school with a car that's any car, or a beautiful nice car, so she can also feel motivated and stuff. But it's my choice, so I had to decide all these things, and I just had to put them into action, and I just had to take care of situations back home and stuff. So yeah, those were some of the personal reasons that actually a lot that was like one of my biggest whys.
What was your goal in starting the business?
Okay, what was my goal in starting the business? So at first, when I started the business, it wasn't like I didn't have any specific, wow, I want to be a millionaire. To be honest, like for me, being millionaires and all those big numbers were like close to hard to reach, because I've barely seen people that are close to me become millionaires, and all those big numbers, I've hardly seen people experience all that. But I knew that I wanted to be great. I knew that I wanted to change the world. I knew that I wanted to do all these things for my family. I didn't think that having $1 million would allow me to do all these things. I just thought that I just needed money to be able to do all these things. So when I started my business, one thing that I done is that, like, I noticed when I was still in college, I would have my classmates at the time when I was like close to my end years of college. My classmates were asking me a lot of times, like, what, can you please just teach me what it is that you're doing under the desk, because the teacher would be teaching stuff, and here I am under the desk. I'll be just pressing my phone, trying to figure out the markets, making my $70, my $30, my $50. And those were the great moments, because $70 literally, like, I felt like the world changed. Like, imagine making $70. You're just a young kid that you've never made money on yourself, when here you are making $70 and stuff. So it touched my world. goals. So what I've done is that after getting all these questions that I've had from people, I started going door to door, like people I would literally go out there and I'll start like teaching people for free and stuff. And I noticed that when I was doing that, people were not valuing me, they were not valuing my work. But I noticed something. I was learning more, because for me to go and teach someone something, I had to master it. So what I done instead, I was like, what, because I had a meeting with someone. They were meeting at this place 123, because I was actually it was for free. I wasn't even charging money. People would just like literally not value that, up until it came to a point of what, I need to have a purpose. I need to have something that actually drags me. Because what if like here I am, I'm just trading and I'm making like tens of millions, and I don't like, I'm just making money, there's no way forward. Then I was like, what if I build a business, and this business is going to be something that allows me to work towards a specific direction. That's when I sat down and I got inspirations by Dream Chasers, which is a successful international brand out there. I got inspirations from it, and I sat down, I was like, what's their vision, what's their goal? Okay, I saw change the world, impact people, employ as many people as possible, just make sure that all those things, I attracted all those things, put them onto my business. And then I started working on forex chases, and then from there we started pushing, we started hustling. And the vision of it is obviously to be able to break the financial poverty, or most people believe that finances, getting money is a bad thing, negative thing. So we're just trying to show people that no, it's not, that you are one that deserves to actually make money. And while you make money, be sure that you teach some of those skills that you're able to acquire along the way. Not only that, just take care of your family, take care of other people for us, just so you can also help us reach our goal, which is to change over millions of people out there. So yeah, that's why I actually came up with forex chasers.
What are some of the skills and expertise you learned in order to get to where you are?
Okay, what are some of the skills and expertise that I had to learn in order to get to where I am? Okay, so one thing that I'm gonna say is that I'm one that actually goes out there and researches for knowledge that I believe would be able to help me along my journey. So I have not went to a structured system like school to learn to be where I am. So I didn't go to school and would give me a specific structure that you have to do this to get to the specific point. What I done is that I literally watch on YouTube all the information that I could get. I'll literally go out there, take as many courses that I would in order to learn about this. So now let's say, for instance, speaking with confidence, that's something that you have to learn when you are when you start dealing with people, clients 1, 2, 3. So I had to learn, I had to obviously start reading books about confidence. I had to watch a few videos about confidence and take a few courses on that. Not only that, but also how to run successfully a business that will be able to grow, let's say a business that will be able to be classified as one of those businesses that are like valuable and stuff. I had to learn on the best business channels out there on YouTube, Valuetainment, all those people. I had to model some of those your Dan Rocks, all these people that are like up there. I had to listen to like literally your Jim Rohn, your Bob Proctor's, all these people that teach about the mindset. Because the most important thing that I learned with me is that personal development is one of the keys that allowed me to get to where I am. So dealing with my mindset, dealing with me mentally, growing me, and like allowing me to become one of better value, it allows me to be able to attract things that are on the same frequency as I am. So I think the skills that I did learn is like dealing with my mindset, being able to react in a certain way, mastering my emotions. Because on the markets you can literally make 100,000 rands within 10 minutes, or you can literally lose 100,000 rands within 10 minutes. So those are things that you have to master your emotions and feelings in order to be able to deal with such things. So yeah, there's like expertise. I had to like literally learn too much about the markets, learn too much about the index markets, learn how they move, build a relationship with these pairs, these indices, just so I can be able to see and understand what it is that they're trying to say, in order for me to be able to predict some of the future moves. And obviously I have to believe that I'm one that doesn't control the market, meaning that I have to, whatever trade that I'm being into, I have to know that it's not 100% chance that it's gonna go in my direction, but there's like maybe 80%, 70% chance that it might go in my direction. So I have to protect my risk. So one of the things that I was able to learn too is the psychology of risk management, being able to preserve your capital, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to have like over hundreds of thousands just stashed aside in the bank account, because of the fact that I'm one that just risks and gambles with money. But because of me being able to protect or preserve my capital, I've learned how to deal with risk. Because remember, one of the reasons or one of the steps in order of you to be able to master this is that even if you don't place trades, you have already made very good trades. So yeah, those are things that I did have to learn out along the way.
What are some of the interests and hobbies you picked up along the way that have stuck with you?
Okay, some of the interest hobbies that I picked up along the way. Okay, firstly, I'll start off first by prayer, praying at times before 2017 years. I knew God. I come from a family of God. I love God, all those things, but I wasn't too dedicated with it. I was just doing it for the sake of my parents want me to do this and stuff. So as soon as I started building, hustling, and doing all these things, I noticed that there's a lot of emotions that I deal with on a daily basis. There's a lot of things that I deal with on a daily basis, and I can't get through that all by myself. So I need God. So it allowed me to get closer to God. It allowed me to start praying more, to read more of the Bible, to get closer to God, to learn more about God, to have faith, to do all these things that builds faith in me. So I'm fortunate of that. Some of the habits that I was able to pick up along the way is that praying, also affirmations. I come from a system or a family or friends, whatever. I come from people telling me that it's hard to be this, you can't do that, you should just go to school, become this, you are good for this, you can't say one day you've lived in here and now you dreaming of it. I come from all of that. So I had to build my mindset in order to believe that what, yes, you did live in a garage before, but does it mean that you are one that has lived in it? Does it mean that that's who you are? No, it's not. Okay, how do I work with that? I have to change my mindset now. Become a person that allows or believes that what, I deserve, I'm extraordinary. I deserve better things out there. So I had to learn affirmations. Those are still my daily routines till this day. I affirm to myself, I'm a very good person, I'm positive day by day. No matter how many obstacles come into my way, I'm glad. I even want more obstacles because I get great. I get the bigger obstacles, the more I learn, the more growth I get. All those things I tell myself. I had to learn to meditate, because there's different types of spirit that are trying to get to us. There's different types of energies that come to us. So meditating literally is just me being alone, allowing myself to close my eyes and then visualize situations that I want to attract, and then the ones that I don't want to attract, I just don't even think about them, and then I let it go, and then that automatically allows me to go through my day phenomenally. So I learned to meditate just so I can be able to have my days planned out and visualized as I need them to be. And obviously Jim, one, he who takes care of his body, also his mindset will be taken care of. So I had to learn of taking care of my body, going to the gym now and then, making sure that I'm fit, cutting off some of the habits that I had, like such as like smoking cigarettes. I smoke cigarettes day and then I'll smoke weed, I'll smoke 20 joints a day, all those things. Back then I had to cut some of those habits off. I had to cut habits of having a lot of friends. I would have literally 20 friends that would visit me almost every day. I had to cut all those things off, and I had to know that what, you have to focus on your dreams, your goals. And I started developing habits of learning about dreams and goals, reading books, personal development, reading from successful people, following these people, becoming one of value, and doing all those things. So it actually did allow me to grow mentally, because now I'm able to do some of the things that I never thought that I'd be able to do, and not even on other things of how people would be able to see or know me as, but in a manner of how I just conduct myself. Because literally just a few years ago, if you tell me that I'd be speaking like this, saying all these things, and it'll be hard of me to believe. But I'm fortunate that currently the habits that I carry now is just of positive people. Whenever I walk in a room, people are excited that I'm there, and we just exchange great conversations together because of the fact that that's how it is, and that's how I put it for myself. So yeah, I actually puffed the way, and I let God just hold my hand, and then I moved with them.
What is your advice for people wanting to get to where you are?
Okay, my advice would be that I'm one that believes in dreams, goal setting, seeing things that are unseen. I'm one that even till this day I feel like a lot of people don't understand or get me, because I see a lot of things in my mind, in my head, and when I try to break it down, yes, there's ones that do get to see it, but not as clear as I see it. So the best thing that I can say is that, guys, one, he who can see it, as long as you can see it before it does come into reality, and as long as you can feel it, once you can see it and then you feel it, let's say you're seeing yourself, if you want to see yourself on Forbes magazine, once you see yourself visually on Forbes magazine and you feel yourself holding that Forbes magazine and looking at Forbes and seeing yourself at the cover page and being excited, feeling, attach those feelings to it, and then obviously if you end up putting faith and believe into all of that, like it'll eventually just come into reality. I don't know how, I don't know what's the science behind it and all those things. There is like all those complicated things and stuff, but I don't know how. You don't have to know how, it just happens to be in reality. It comes into reality. So anything that you're working towards, as long as you see it, you feel it, you're excited towards it, and you're happy about it, just move forward, believe in it, and continue working towards that with actionable goals, and you will see it all automatically unfold and become into reality. So if you are a dream chaser, one thing that I'll say is that just continue chasing your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you that it's hard to get to your dreams. Till this day, it doesn't mean that we don't go through obstacles. We still do go through obstacles, but it's fortunate that some of the obstacles that I go through are like it's things that see me that I actually did grow. It's obstacles that I didn't think that I'll be in this situation. So just continue chasing your dreams, believe in yourself, have faith in whatever that you're working towards, because I believe in you. I know that you are one of those limited few people that can like literally make it out, that can live the life that you desire, live the life that you are seeing in your mind, and it'll unfold. So I think I'll just have to leave you guys there. Just comment below what you guys think about this. Leave a comment below, tell me what it is that you think about this. Tell me, write down there in detail some of the detailed goals that you have for yourself. Put them out there, and automatically we will focus on making them come into reality for yourself. And like this video, hit the subscribe button, and guys, I just can't wait to see you guys build a stronger audience onto this YouTube platform, on this YouTube channel of ours. Not only that, we do have the 3.0. Just go in the description box and just make sure to check it out, and I'll just be excited to see you as one of our top members in the 3.0. So yeah, it's your boy Mothupi. Thank you so much for watching this video.